I'm 80 years old, and the most important thing about life, I didn't understand it until almost everyone I loved was gone. I'm sitting alone in my kitchen as I record this. Same kitchen I've had for 30 years. Same table, same chair by the window. The house is quiet now. Too quiet. And when life finally slows down like this, it gets very honest. I want to tell you what took me 60 years to learn, not because I'm proud of it, but because I don't want you to learn it the way I did. I was born in 1945, end of the war. Everyone called us the lucky ones. I grew up in a small house with thin walls and thick silence. My father worked 6 days a week. My mother never sat down. Love wasn't something we talked about. It was something you earned by behaving, by succeeding, by not complaining. By the time I was 25, I had already learned the lesson everyone around me preached. Work hard, don't slow down, feelings can wait. I believed that with my whole chest. In 1970, I married Sarah. She had a laugh that filled rooms. She smelled like soap and coffee in the mornings. She used to say, "Promise me we won't become strangers." I laughed every time she said it. Why wouldn't I? We loved each other. That was enough, right? I worked in sales. Long hours, constant travel. The money was good. The praise was better. Every promotion felt like proof. Proof that I was doing life correctly. When our son Michael was born in 1974, I held him for exactly 10 minutes before leaving for work. I told myself I'd make it up later. Later became my favorite word. Later, I'll slow down. Later, I'll be more present. Later, I'll take them on that trip. Later felt infinite back then. At night, Sarah would sit at the kitchen table while I sorted papers. She'd ask about my day. I'd answer without looking up. I thought being there physically was enough. I was wrong, but I didn't know it yet. It was 1985. I was 40 years old and convinced I was unstoppable. I got offered a major promotion, more money than I ever imagined, bigger office, more respect. But it came with a cost, even less time at home. Sarah didn't celebrate when I told her. She just nodded. Later that night, she said quietly, "I miss you, even when you're sitting right next to me." I remember feeling irritated, defensive. I told her, "This is for us, for the future." She looked at me for a long time before answering. "I don't want a future without you in it." I didn't understand what she meant. Or maybe I didn't want to. The next morning, I left early, didn't say goodbye, didn't kiss her. I told myself she'd understand eventually. That was the moment. I just didn't know it yet. Years passed faster than I expected. Michael grew tall without me noticing. He stopped asking me to play catch. When I came home late, the lights were already off. Dinner cold, house silent. Sarah stopped waiting at the table. I told myself this was normal. This was adulthood. In 1998, Sarah got sick. Nothing dramatic at first, just tiredness, weight loss. I still didn't slow down. The night she was hospitalized, I was on a business trip. I told her I'd come home the next day. She said, "Okay." Her voice sounded far away. She died 3 weeks later. I wasn't holding her hand. I wasn't there. At the funeral, people told me what a good provider I was, what a hard worker. None of it mattered. The house felt hollow after that. Every room echoed. I'd sit at the kitchen table at night, staring at the chair she used to sit in, listening to nothing. Michael moved away not long after. We talk sometimes, polite, careful. I can hear the distance in his voice. I spent decades building a life, and somehow forgot to live inside it. Now I'm 80. My hands shake when I pour coffee. My memory slips in strange places. But this is clear. The simple truth about life isn't about success, or money, or being impressive. It's about attention, who you give it to, and who you don't. Love doesn't wait patiently in the corner. It leaves when ignored. People don't need your perfection. They need your presence. I thought I had time. Time is the lie we all believe. If I could sit across from my younger self, I wouldn't lecture him. I'd just ask one question. Who will remember you when the noise stops? Because one day, it always does. If you're still watching this, you still have time. More than I do. Call someone you love. Sit with them. Really sit. Don't trade moments for maybes. I waited 60 years to learn that. If this story stayed with you, stay with it a little longer. And if you want more hard-earned truths before it's too late, you know where to find them.